Welcome to this walkthrough of the Svava Brainstorming Pro template. On my screen, you see two browser windows. On the left-hand side, you see the window that I will use to show you what a facilitator sees. And on the right-hand side, I will show you what a participant using a smartphone will see. When you set up your Brainstorming Pro, you will start by adding a title to your brainstorming. In this case, it is how can we create a better work environment? You are then asked to create sub-questions. You can create between 1 and how many you like, but we recommend between 5 or 7. In this case, we've added questions such as how do we make everyone feel welcome, how can we improve onboarding, and how can we improve the space. When you're ready to launch the meeting, simply head down here and click Launch Meeting. This will make it possible to join your meeting. Ask your participants to navigate to svava.app and enter the unique code for this meeting. The participant will use his or her own device to share ideas and vote. If they are using a laptop, they will see practically the same thing as you do, but if they use a smartphone, they will see an adapted view, and that's why we're using a smartphone in this example. When everyone is joined, it is time to start the brainstorming. You head to the next step using the arrows at the bottom of your screen or using the arrows on your keyboard. The first activity is just presenting the questions and making sure that everyone has agreed upon what you're asking and what they're supposed to do. If you need to, you can edit questions in this step. Moving forward takes us to contribute. And this is where you will ask your participants to pick up their devices and share their ideas and input for your various questions. In this step, participants can only see their own input, and this is to make sure that participants don't affect each other. When you've gathered enough ideas, simply head to the next step. Next up is clustering. And here you will be able to combine similar or duplicate ideas. So head into the question that you would like to work with. You can zoom in or out. And you can also add ideas here if you would like to do more of a group brainstorming in this step. When you've found ideas that you would like to combine, click them and then cluster. You can pick a name from one of the existing ideas, or you can add a new one. And then save. You see the cluster here as a stack of cards. Head back and do this for each question before you move on. Taking the next step takes us to voting, and now it's time for your participants to pick up their devices again. As a default, every participant receives 3 votes per user, but you can change this here or when you create the meeting. The participants use their devices to cast their votes. Ask them to unfold, look at the ideas, and then distribute their votes as they see fit. When time is up, or when everyone has cast their votes, you head to the next step. Now we see the result. Head into each question to see the top list for each of them. When you are ready to close the meeting, head to the next step, and this closes the meeting for every participant as well. Your participants can now decide if they want to sign up to receive the result, But when you close the meeting, you have the result ready to download instantaneously to work with or distribute among your participants. Thank you so much for taking the time. If you have any feedback or any questions, please feel free to reach out using the chat function.